Good morning, folks. How are you doing today? This is the third day, or the part 3, not necessarily third day, it's the next day, of the chocolate chip cookies. The regular and the prune version. And as I said, you could use 2 spoons to get the dough to your baking sheet. Or you could use a scoop. Now take off this little bonnet and see how well my scoop works with the chilled chocolate chip dough. If it's chilled enough, it should work. I think it'll work. Nice and chilled. Whoa, hit the camera. And release. Catch and release. Simple as can be. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Nice and chilled, almost like scooping ice cream. I'm probably only going to get 6 on here, because they're going to do the spread like all people do when they get older. They do the cookie spread. That's what I should call it. We're not getting any heavier. No, we're just doing the cookie spread. Yeah, that's a lot nicer. And go and say, "Hello, Alice. I see you're doing the cookie spread too." Yeah, she'd say, "I certainly am. But boy, am I enjoying those chocolate chip cookies." Supper time, I decided, while I'm waiting for my toaster oven to preheat, is to recover with my little shower curtain bonnet. It's not a shower curtain bonnet. It's actually for food. They come in different sizes at the dollar store or wherever these are bought. I bought these years ago at the dollar store, and I use them occasionally, wipe them down, and, you know, make sure they're clean and dry. Definitely dry before they go back in the cupboard. I'm going to put this back in the fridge until I need to make some more scoops. Alrighty then, now it's time for them to go in the toaster oven. It's all preheated. In they go. Timer set. I'm going to hit start. I already did hit start. Okay, 8 minutes. I think it's 8 to 9 minutes, but I'm going to go with 8 and check them and see how they're doing. Bring you back when they're done. Seven minutes in, and they're doing the chocolate chip spread. How far will they go? Will they commingle or not? Put your thoughts in the description box below. No. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Will they do the spread or not? Will they commingle? Or will they just be side by side cohorts in the toaster oven? Time will tell. 6 minutes in. There they go. More of the chocolate chip cookie spread. Let's see at 5 minutes what happens. And that beep from the timer is a 5-minute counter down. That's a 5-minute spread. See what happens at 4 minutes. I must say, those 2 friends on the right over there, they're getting a little too close for comfort in my mind. They must be either bestie friends, or that's a boy and that's a girl, and they're flirting with one another. What do you think, folks? It's starting to brown around the edges. Yep, they're almost done, and they're heading on the home stretch. Yes, they are. Now, the 2 over here on the left side, they seem to be not too pleased with each other. They're still commingling, sort of, but they're sort of standoffish. I wonder if that one over there in the far back left is a little jealous because he don't appear to have many chocolate chips in him. I think he feels a bit underloved. We're at 4 minutes chocolate chip spread, and this batter is the normal chocolate chips. There are no dates. I don't have dates. There are no prunes in these. That's in the other bowl, the red bowl. When you see the red bowl come out, B-O-W-L, because my southern draw is coming out for some reason on these cookies. I don't know why. I'm from the South. I was raised in the South. Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana. Yeah. Yeah. That's where I was raised by my grandparents. But 3-minute spread. Oh, look at these. They are starting to become golden. And these are flirting a little good, but not too overly much. I think they won't completely melt into each other. So far, I'm happy with the way that this margarine, since I put it, I did have these cookies batters in the fridge overnight. This is the next day, which is why it was like hard ice cream to scoop, which is good. That's what you want, to scoop them. You get a more uniformed scoop so they all look alike. I'm thinking 8 minutes might be a little too long. I don't know. Might need the foil protector over the top. We shall see. We're still sitting at 3 minutes. I don't want to open up the thing that wrote, oh, my toaster. Toaster oven's jacking up in temperature a little bit. I got to lower it. That's why they're looking a little done too quick. 2-minute spread. Yeah, 2-minute spread, folks. So they're going to be coming out of there very, very soon. So I don't want to overcook them. I'm quite sure, or almost, that with the aluminum pan that I'm using helps to, so your cookies don't burn, and your biscuits won't burn, and the parchment paper. So I should be able to just slide them right off of there and put some more on with the cookie scoop. We're still sitting at 2 minutes, and they're almost time to come out of there, I can tell. A little bit longer. Is it going down? It's starting to go down. It jacked up. Well, that's what happens. You gotta find the sweet spot and then mark it. And that's what I do. And it all depends on how much moisture is in whatever you're cooking. If there's a lot, it will jack up because it'll try and compensate. If there's not a lot, then it won't. It you know, whatever. Ooh, I think I better, 1 minute left. I think I better hedge my bets and see what's going on inside here. Yes, they look done. If I leave them too much longer, I'm afraid I'm afraid I'll burn them. So, there's the first batch. Now, moving onward. Alrighty then. Now they're transferred to the cooling rack. And let's see. The reason I like the aluminum baking sheets is it's on parchment paper too, because I don't like to cook directly on aluminum anymore because all the talk about aluminum. And I won't say any more about that. But I use parchment paper with the aluminum pans. But the aluminum pans don't hold the heat really hot. It transfers it. So anything you're baking, especially cookies, usually do not burn on the bottom. And also with the parchment paper. But depends on the parchment paper too, because sometimes it's not the best quality and things still burn. And with parchment paper, you can wipe it down a little bit and reuse it while you're still baking. You don't need one, a new sheet every time. But you will eventually have to, because things will start to stick to it. So then you need to dispose of it and recycle it, I suppose. But let's give this cookie a try. Okay, since I'm the cook and it's morning and I have my coffee next to me. Where's my coffee? Let me get my coffee, folks. Because I promised I'd have my morning coffee with, and it's in a thermos, actually, Tim Hortons thermos. My daughter bought me that because she works for this particular chain. It's a donut store. It's a donut restaurant. It sells donuts and everything under the sun. They sell sandwiches and all that stuff. Okay, coffee and a chocolate chip cookie. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at that. That looks really good. Let me give it a try. Oh yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. I was raised not to talk with my mouth full, but pardon me. Pardon me. That's really good. Let me sip of coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those chocolate chips, tidbits, they're called, from Hershey, are really, really flavorful. They're very good. So let me finish my cookie with my coffee. Oh my goodness. They are really good. They're honestly too good. So I'm going to gift some to family and friends. Because, pardon me, while I chew. Because if I don't, I'll eat them all. It's like potato chips. Who could just stop at one? Yes, I know that was the commercial, but it's true. Now, I try and let my chocolate chip, got chocolate chip on the brain. My bag of potato chips, I used to let it go 3 days. And I'd take a little out, put it in a bowl, and they would last me for 3 days. I'd seal it back up. And then because of smallerization of the foods that we get, there was less and less potato chips in the bag and more air. So then they lasted me 2 days. So smaller bowl, eat a little bit, close it up, and I'd have some for the next day. Because I like some for the next day. I'm just that way. And then it's like I hadn't bought potato chips in eons. So I ordered some from Amazon. And I got a box of 5 different kinds of potato chips. And I had some Tostitos in there. I like to have a taco with stuff with Tostitos. Boy, that's hard to say in the morning. Tostitos on the bottom, and then taco meat and stuff, and lettuce and tomato, sour cream and yada yada, cheese, olives, the kitchen sink on top. And that would be my birthday meal, because I like that. And of course salsa. Yeah, because I love that. Love that. It's a birthday tradition now. Yeah, it really is. So thank you for joining part 3 of the cookie taste testing. And I will bake these off a little at a time because it's covered in the fridge. They'll last. And I have some gardening to do on the homestead. Yes, I have a homestead. Did I not tell you I got a homestead, folks? Yes, I do. At my age, yes, I have a homestead. What is the definition of homestead? Well, I think it's some animals. You need some farm animals. Like chickens, pigs, cows, yada yada. Goats, and ducks, birds, some kind of bird. Yeah, so I need to get busy outside and do the gardening tour of my homestead. Massive growth in my garden. Just wait. Okay, I just told you I'm going to wind up with 36 cookies, not 60. But the thing is, I only put 1 cup of chocolate chips, and the recipe called for 2 cups. So, if I doubled that, I would wind up with more than 60 cookies of this size. So yeah, I guess it would work if I followed the instructions to the letter and used 2 cups of chocolate chips. Because that should double the volume of the batter. And yeah, do the math, folks. I gotta sit my coffee down and go out in the garden and do some homesteading.